Yeah, so I was gonna say like we could talk about just like everybody has like different tastes in horror, and I think that's just like you just if you're a fan of horror, there's definitely something out there for you. It's all kinds of different. Like I mean, horror's been around for so long, but the way I look at it is like take it for what it's like providing you as like a viewer. You kind of like walk into it already kind of knowing. So that's why I talk about like there's different generations of horror,
Mhm.
and each one has like a kind of like a very like similar kind of look and feel to that like era. So like the early 2000s feels different, like the Faculty, Idle Hand feels different than something
Yes,
like
but
Silent
you
Hill
you you you
and
gotta
Dead
realize,
Silence.
yeah, you gotta realize, like back like in the 2000s, it started getting CGI-ish. That's and it was terrible CGI back in 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
for
yeah,
horror
it
films.
was, but there was some like, like, The Ring, which was like a great one,
Yeah, The Ring was pretty
or
decent, like
Shudder,
Samara. Yeah,
which is another great one. Like the early 2000s was like there was special effects in a sense of like stuff that they showed you like the TVs going off, or like like, oh yeah, this person's face is all blurry
yeah.
and fucked up in this photograph, but there wasn't really too like in the early era in the early days, like the 2000s horror, there was still like a level of somebody's dressed up as the ghost, as the apparition, as like the killer. So I mentioned like Silent Hill. I know it's like, no, it's like that is
Based on
something
the video
I'll get
game.
flack for
Yeah,
liking. Yeah.
yeah.
But I love that movie because of, I mean, maybe it just hit me at a time when I was like very little.
I mean, I get
But
we have nostalgic purposes.